posting all my I've started posting all my workouts in February, so I'll be all caught up, and I should be um doing my class Friday morning down in Ohio because my plans have changed and I'm going to leave on Thursday instead of um Friday. So I'm going to leave early. So here we go. I have my weight vest on, and I'm going to title this How to Use a Weight Vest. Okay, so I've put this one on. This one is my one that's about, I would say it's probably 15 pounds. I need to weigh these things. I got to get me a scale. Anyway, I'm going to wear it to start with. Don't be afraid to do that. You can get a backpack. You can get a weight vest and put that sucker on. But here's what you can't do. When you decide to put a weight vest on, or let's say you don't have a weight vest, and you're standing there and you're going, well, what am I supposed to do to load, Jeannie? I'm going to say, do you look at how I'm moving? Do you see how wide I stood? Because I'm going to bend over. I have a weight vest on. What you can't do, let me finish my statement, is you can't just move willy-nilly. You have to be very intentional about your posture, about anything, bending over, doing anything, about walking. Because you know what, and I've done whole sessions on this. What do we do when we first stand up? What do we do? You've been sitting, you stand up, and instead of straightening up into a good postural position, you know what we do? We stand up and we go like this. You can't do that when you put a weight vest on. So anytime you move, get yourself in a good posture alignment, okay? Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips in line with knees and ankles. See that? So I don't walk around like this. Train yourself, especially when you put a backpack on, when you put a weight vest on, or let me give you the alternative. Let's say you don't have either of those. Then pick up a carry. Pick up 2 carries. It could be in the form of a bag filled with groceries. It could be 2-gallon jugs. These I can grip very easy, okay? And I have a weight vest, and I picked up 2 carries. If you don't have a carry, pick up your hand weights. Grasp something, and it will help you to achieve that loading that we're looking for bone and muscle. Now, I say bone and muscle, it is everything, but primarily we're looking at loading our bones and our muscles. So I just picked up a carry. I have a weight vest on. When I take my steps forward and back, I'm not just kind of slinging my legs around. I'm being very intentional, even if you don't see it, about pulling my knee up and taking a step with a good postural lineup, okay? I'm gonna pull the knee up. I've got a load on my whole frame. And if you did nothing more than walk around your house for about 20 to 30 minutes with a carry, then you have helped your body and your brain to get the feeling of, oh my goodness, we have to change something, because she just put on 20 pounds. That would be this 10, and then I'm carrying in my weight vest probably about 15 pounds, you know, if I need to weigh it, and I will, as soon as I get a scale. I don't have a scale. So I'm just doing forward to back. And you may think, oh, you know, I'll come back in when she's really doing something. Be very careful if you have that mentality, because, and my little dog is walking around here, which is one of the biggest reasons people trip and fall. They trip over a pet. Yeah, a toy, a kid. So you have that in real life. So with Mac running around here, I just have to be very careful that I am ambulating and being very thoughtful about that. Now, I'm going to approach my chair. I have my bounce pad on my chair because it gives me 2 extra inches. I'm just getting going. Here's your carry. I'll keep those in my hands because I'm mimicking those of you who don't have a weight vest. So I'm going to go wide. I'm going to hip hinge. I'm going to keep my chin tucked. I'm going to come right down here to a sit down. Then I'm going to come right back up and stand up. I'm going to take a big deep breath. I'm going to drop my shoulders. And again, you might have a backpack. I'll bet you many of you have a backpack in your closet somewhere. Something that you could put around your shoulders to add weight. It would free your hands up. That's the reason to use a weight vest. It frees your hands up and it puts weight hanging off your shoulder. So I went ahead and picked up 2 jugs that I have filled with water because that gives me 10 pounds and 10 pounds. See this? I'm keeping my shoulders down. When you stand up with me right now, have you been pulling your tummy in and squeezing your gluteals? You got to turn those gluteals on, okay? So push your butt back, come down, and then after I've sat and I've stood, I sit to stand, then I'm going to go ahead and use these weights right here. I'm going to come up and I'm going to go shoulder shrug, and I'm going to just act like I'm putting the weights in my pockets. See how my elbows go back? Yeah, they go back. Take a breath, drop your shoulders. Really feel the ground on all 4 corners of your feet. So when I'm standing here and I have a weight vest hanging off my shoulders, my hip is just a little bit in a hinge. My knees are a little soft, and then I'm pulling the elbows back. My shoulder blades are going together as I pull my elbows back. Then I come down, and when you do that, you got to keep that chin tucked. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose if possible. But if you can't do that, of course, just let the air come out. Blow those bubbles. Okay, right here, the elbows are back. I'm doing loading. You got to put your shoulders down. Okay? Take a breath. Then I come down. Now I'm going to go ahead and sit. So here I'm going to go push that hip back. I've got these weights right here. I'm going to come right here. Then I'm going to hip hinge forward. I'm going to keep my chin tucked. I've got my little carries right here. This could be a bag of food. I'm going to go up. See that? I'm staying right down here, and I'm going to go up again and squeeze those elbows back, and I'm leaning out. So instead of being here and going like this, if I go like this, now the whole point and the whole trajectory of the muscle that it's stimulating has changed. So when I hip hinge and I lean in and I'm sitting and I pull, now I'm going across the upper back. But I'm also targeting the lower back because I'm loading as I pull. See that? Keep my chin tucked, turn my head one way, turn my head the other way, pull those elbows back. So I'm just, whatever I picked up for my carry, I'm using it as a trajectory to move me to the next positioning that I'm going to do. I'm turning my head. I'm keeping my chin tucked. I'm going to come up now. I'm going to come up. So I'm right here. I've got those carries right here. So you can get a load whether you have a weight vest or not. In your shoulders, especially with a good carry like this. And this is just 2-gallon jugs filled all the way up with water. Okay. Drop your shoulders, take a breath, get ready, because I'm going to do a sit to stand. And I'm doing it with pretty close to 40 pounds, and it's on me. I have a weight vest that's 15 or more, and then I have 2 10 pounds. So it's somewhere between 35 and 40. Okay. So now, right now, when you did that with me, did you squeeze your butt? I know it. We forget that. Then I'm going to step out. You see that? I'm going to drop my shoulders. If I lean forward, where am I going to lean forward from? I'm not going to turn my toes. I'm not going to let go of my tummy muscles. I'm going to drop my shoulders, and I'm going to push the knee forward. I'm going to lean from my hip. Do you see this move right here? This is such a great move if you're loaded with weights right here. See that? Take a big deep breath, drop your shoulders, push back, then come back into that loading. Then I'm going to push back, then I'm going to come down. Then I'm going to push back. So this is doing a couple of things that, it's doing a lot of things. A couple, let me point out. I'm opening this hip. Number 1, I'm loading my whole vertebrae. Number 2, number 3, when I bend my knee like this and I take it out over my toe a little, it's not straining my knee. It's working my quad. Drop your shoulders, take a breath, push back. Do it 2 more times. Just push. You've got your loading going. Take a breath and push back 1 more time. Push that knee forward. Drop your shoulders. Tuck in your chin. Breath. Hold it. Breath. Hold it. Breath. Hold it. Come back and then come back. Okay? Then I'm going to step forward with the other side. So I'm going to step forward, a nice big step. My toes are forward. My chin is tucked. And I'm going to hip hinge. And I'm going to bend my front knee. And it's going to take me into where I could drop a plumb line. It would go just a little over my toe. But this is the eccentric move that's putting on brakes for me. Okay? Very important to put on those brakes. That's this eccentric movement is going downstairs. You see here? You see how I'm playing around with this forward move? Number 1, I'm loaded. Okay? I have 2 10-pound jugs hanging off my hands here. I have a weight vest that is, I know it's 15, it might be 18 pounds, but it's distributed differently because it's a bigger vest. See how I'm pushing my knee? Yeah, it's not hurting my knee at all. This is my replaced knee. This is my replaced hip. So it's opening my hip and it's loading my quad right there. I'm feeling it. Now, I would feel this a little bit if it was just my body weight. But when you're loaded like this, you got to make sure your feet are straight on and that you're not going to get out of balance. So make sure that you're where you can put a hand on something if you need to. You see how I'm working this knee? See, I'm just pushing my knee forward, but I'm keeping my body very extended. My rib cage is up, my shoulders are down, I'm breathing through my nose. I'm going to do 1 more. I'm going to hold it down there. Hold, 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 and then come up. And now I step forward to get myself back in here. Now, because I have just a gentle weight load, and I picked up these for you who's in my class this morning, if you start freaking out because you don't have a weight vest, you can load many ways. This is one of them. So now, as I'm here, I'm just going to cross over like this, and I'm going to cross over like this. So when you're carrying a load, these types of pattern walking, becomes very much more challenging. It's not like hard, it's just the mechanics and balancing when you go from two-legged standing, and then I'm going to cross. I'm not just going to put my foot forward like a walk. I'm going to actually cross over, and I have to maintain my posture, and I have to keep on balance. Okay, then I'm going to come back. So when you have loaded yourself, whether you picked something up, so this kind of move right here for me to have weight loading down, and then to have to do a different kind of a move than just straight walking, I can tell you, it causes you to, if you have a replaced hip or two, it's going to make you pause for a minute and go, wait a minute, can I do that? Because when I go from here to over here, this is my hip replaced side. This is my knee replaced side. Number one, don't bend or flex your back. You can hip hinge all you want, but keep your chin tucked, keep your tummy tight, your shoulders down, and then move that leg back. So I'm going to do it on the other side one more time. I'm going to cross over. Now, this is my hip replaced side. Okay, and I haven't come out of that yet. I've just crossed midline. That's it. I want you to get used to working in different walking patterns when you're loaded. Okay, see this? I mean, weight loaded. Weight loaded is what I'm talking about. Tam, here we go. I hope he's laughing. Do you see what I'm doing? Yeah, it's this kind of very simple stuff. When you're loaded with a weight vest, with something you picked up, it's a big deal, you guys. And I would spend a couple of minutes, yeah, most days of the week, just getting that, just picking something up, walking around with it, okay? I can tell you to do 100 very challenging things, but I want to do something that you probably will do, which is load yourself and just walk around. Okay, now I'm going side to side. Every time I step and I come together, guess what I'm doing? I'm squeezing my gluteals. You got to turn those suckers on, okay? It's very easy to use a lot of your other muscles, especially if you've had joints replaced. So I'm saying that on purpose, you got to slow down and contract the muscles involved in your gluteal. Okay, so now I'm going to stand here in the middle. I've done side to side. I've done a cross body this way. Now I'm going to take my leg and just go back and shift my weight to the back foot and then come back in. Caution. When you go from here, especially if you're loaded and you got some in your hand and you're not going to readily reach out, be very, very careful, because when you put your foot back here, before it lands in the back position, that can be a real nail biter for people who have balance issues, number one, but have had replaced joints. And just stepping on the other side with your toes pointing forward and stepping across your midline, back, behind you, not in front of you. This is something that is, I can't even tell you how important maneuvering like this is. And why do I persist at doing things like this? Because I want to be more solid in my walking, in my motion. And I've got to go through these kinds of little patterned, loaded walking to do that. Okay, now, after you've done that, now we're going to do the backward lunge. So I still have the weight loaded. I'm going to step back and I'm going to bend the knee now in the back. And I've introduced this and have used the backward lunge all my all my instructional career. Okay, we're doing it a little. When you bend that knee, don't lean forward, stay back. Okay, if you lean in at all, you lean in from the hip. That's okay, but you're putting pressure now and you should be feeling it. Take a breath, bend that knee and back. See, I'm just bending it, coming down as far as I can. I'm going to hold it there, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, and come back. Take a breath, bend that knee, stay down there. Make sure you're not bending at your waist. Okay, that would be more back flexion. And then come back. Then I'm going to step forward. Take a breath. So let me outline again. I'm holding these because some of you don't have a weight vest. Some of you don't have a backpack. And I'm trying to show you how to use gentle loading to start that very, very important practice of carrying junk around. Loading, that's what I'm doing. Now, I could be doing this and my hands would be free doing some other things. But I'm showing you, I've double loaded myself, that you can just use a simple carry to do a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. Bend that knee, come down, hold it, correct your posture. Right there, correct your posture. You should be feeling this in your legs. See, I'm doing little pulses. Then I'm coming back. I'm keeping my shoulders down. Breath, breath, right down, right down, right down. Just hang out down there and then come back. You guys, this is the loading that everybody is screaming about. I'm putting you in certain positions that will really help you load. Okay, and I've got a weight vest on. I went and picked up my 2 carry jugs. You could pick up a bag filled with cans of food. Okie dokie, you can pick up your weights. It's whatever works for you. You got to keep correcting your posture. One more time. Stay down there, stay down there, stay down there, stay down there. Drop your shoulders, breath. Go down as far as you can, breath, and then come back. I know it. So let me explain. I have put on a lighter weight vest, even though it's a longer one. It just fits a little differently. It's a little more secure. Like I could just walk down the road with this. It's not the 20-pound vest that I usually use. So I would use a lighter vest if you're going to do more mobility stuff. I hope this is making sense. Okay, last thing I'm going to do now with my vest. And you don't have to pick up anything, okay? Sure, if you want to do it and hold your carries, you can do that. And I hope you're noticing how I'm moving around. When I have a weight vest on, I'm very careful to step wide, to hip hinge, to keep my shoulders down, and to move around and put things down and do stuff. I have my little step right here. I think you can see it. If you don't have a step the size of a regular step on a stair, of course, use your balance pad. Just put it down and do exactly what I'm going to do on this one. So I have my weight vest. I'm going to take a breath, put my foot up. I got my little safety net right here if I need to. I'll put my hand on the counter, on the wall, whatever. Then I'm going to come down. I think it cuts my head off when I go up, but that's okay. You need to be seeing this. So take a breath. You're going to step, and then you're going to step down. And a lot of stepping is clearing the step. Come back up, come back down. I'm loaded. Put a backpack on and do a few step ups. Okay, but when you're working at this, I'm going to emphasize again. Yeah, I could just start tromping up and down, not being mindful of, my posture, etc. But we don't want to do that. We want to do it on purpose. Take a big breath, drop, and as you're coming down, I want to encourage you, if you're on stairs ever doing this, as you're coming down, put your hand on the wall, put your hand on a railing, and lower yourself down to a count of 4. Okay? Step, step. And I'm going to lower down the other one. So I'm going to go down, down, down. So I can tell you that doing the lowering down, I can tell you my hip replace side, that's the nail biter for me. My knee is much stronger. Anyway, you can decide which one it is for you. Okay? So I'm going to come up, tap. I'm going to lower myself down now. Try not to excessively lean and try to open those toes. Don't curl your toes. Here we go. Up and then lower yourself down. Hip hinge. Keep your chin tucked. Hold, 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 and down. Now I'm going to do it up here. So tap, and then you're going to lower yourself down. Right here. Down, 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 down. You want to make these muscles work. These muscles work. Take your time doing that lowering down. That's the money move, okay? So just don't miss that. All right. So I wanted to do some step ups. Yeah, I could do a whole lot more. So what I would love for you to do is get to where you can do 3 sets of 10, stepping up, tap, lowering down. Stepping up, tap, lowering down until you get really good at that, especially the lowering down thing. Okay? All right. Big breath. I still have my weight vest on. And at some point, I will probably take it off. I'm trying to see where we're at with our time. I think we're doing pretty good because I got right into it today. I know it. Okay. Big breath. And I'm going to now pick up a 9-pound, which is a medium weight in my dumbbells, my free weights. Okay, so I'm going to be right here. Because I have a weight vest on, and because you're standing, you're already going to be engaging your lower body, right? So I'm going to do a hip hinge and then come back. Do you see that? It's a very simple move. I'm not going all the way down to a sit to stand. I'm doing a high hip hinge right there and stand. And when I stand, squeeze the butt, okay? Because now we're going to put our focus on the upper body. So I want you to get this correct. Got it? Drop your shoulders. Hip hinge. Keep your chin tucked. Come back, squeeze. See that? Once you have that, now we can free up and think about what we're doing with our arms. So I'm going to hip hinge, little light hip hinge. I'm going to bring these right here. I'm going to bring these right here. And when I do this, I'm going to hold my ground. I don't want to be pushing my hips forward, okay? So we'll stay right here. I'm in a little bit of a high hip hinge. I'm going to go curl, tap, and then keep my ground. Point the elbows forward. Now, you need a little bit of a challenging weight. It doesn't have to be super heavy. I would like it to be at least 5 pounds or the 6-pounder because you're going to curl and then you're going to push. And you're going to bring her down, and you're going to bring her down. And you're going to keep your shoulders down, your rib cage up, pull, tighten the tummy, tighten that butt, and come back down. So we're doing a little hammer curl. Then we're going to do a over the head push. Okay? Keep your shoulders down. Stay with me. Here we go. Tap. Whoop. And come back down. Breath. Tap. Push. And back down. Keep your elbows forward. Here we go. Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay, just two more. Here we go. Drop your shoulders. Pull. Push. Okay? So, when we come from here, we're doing our pulling in, then we're pushing. Okay? Both motions are very important to do when you're doing strength work because I'm using functional motion. Now I'm going to put those weights right here. Okay? I'm going to do that little modified hip hinge. I'm going to keep my chin tucked. I'm going to push back as I roll my shoulder blades in. I'm going to keep my stance. Drop your shoulders. Push that weight back. Bring it in. Push it back. Drop your shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades in. Breath. And again, I'm at a high hip hinge. I'm not really at a, 90 degrees bent at my hip. I'm pushing back. Keep my chin tucked. Pushing back. Pushing back. And pushing back. Then I'm going to bring them right here. And I'm going to put my hands out. See that? They're turned out. Just like that. Big breath. Yeah, turn them out. You're going to roll your shoulders back. And then bring them back in. So drop my shoulders. Big breath. You're rolling your shoulders together. You're not doing anything with your hands. All you did was open your palm. That's it. Then I want to squeeze the shoulder blades in. Yeah, just like that. Take a breath. Once I've done that, then I'm going to bring it right in just a tiny bit. See, I'm all the way open. Then I bring them in just a tiny bit. So I'm like at a 45-degree angle. And then I come here and tap. And I come here and tap. And I keep my stomach tight. Breathing in through the nose. So this is a 45-degree angle that I'm pulling. My shoulders are very, very much pushing down while I do this. Yes. Take a breath. Breath. 45-degree angle, open. That's all you're doing. Keep your tummy tight. Keep your butt tight. Yeah. Breath. Soft knees. Soft knees. Soft knees. Now we're going to turn this away. See, this is a typical curl, bicep curl. Okay? So you're going to have a nice wide stance. We turn to the side. Drop your shoulders. A little bit of a hip hinge. Right down here and then pull. Breath. Pull. Breath. So you take a breath in and then you exhale. Breath. Don't go too fast. Yeah, just hit a nice speed that you can really think about. Which muscle am I contracting in order to do this task? Breath. Breath. And back down. Okay? Shoulders are going to go up. Shoulders are going to come down. Shoulders are going to go up. Shoulders are going to come down. Now, while you're doing that, this is not a super heavy weight. When my shoulders go to my ears, number one, squeeze your butt. Up with the shoulders. And you release your weights into your fingers. Then you're going to push down and you're going to curl the weight into your palm. Then your shoulders are going to come up and you're going to release the weights. Squeeze your butt. Now your shoulders are going down and you're gonna pull the weights into your palm. I know it. This is you have to think about it. This is totally shoulders and forearms, okay? So drop your shoulders, and the weights are in the palm. Then you're gonna lift the shoulders and you're gonna drop the weights into the fingers. Then you drop and you reverse. I know. Take a breath. Just a couple more. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my weights and put them down. I'm gonna go up in weight. You don't have to. So now I have done fully over half the class with my weight vest. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off, even though it's not as heavy as the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. Okay, so it goes just like that, just undoes. Tight tummy, bring it up and over. And I have a little rack here that I just put it on. See? So it just hangs right there. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my fan. And I'm going to pick up 12 and 12. All right. So now I've got my load coming through my free weights, correct? So I'm going to take a nice weight stance. I'm going to bring those weights to the center. When you do this, be very mindful of what you're doing with your back, especially your upper back between your shoulders and your lower back, okay? So I'm going to take this right to here, put my elbows on my legs, just like this. And now I'm going to drop into the heels. And I'm going to drop my butt. And I'm going to drop my butt more. And I'm going to hang out down here with these two weights pulling me. I'm going to keep my butt down. Take a breath. Take a breath. I'm going to go as low as I can with my butt. Hold, 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 hold. Then I come up and I open back. Okay? It's a very simple move. So this is a take on the froggy squat. One of those constants that you got to be able to do. When you have a replaced knee or two, replaced hips, this move can be a problem. I want to be able to do this move. So I'm going to do as best as I can and go as low as I feel I can with good control. Okay? Take a big breath. The weights come here. Okay? As I go down, I'm going to push my butt back. Be onto my heels. Dropping in, dropping in, dropping in. And I'm going to hang out down here with my butt lower than my head. Breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it, hold it, hold it. 10. And then come back up. So this move that I'm trying to help you do with me is one of the central moves of functional strength, okay? And I'm doing it with replaced joints. A lot of people that have replaced joints are so afraid to move, and that will get you into worse trouble, okay? So I'm trying to do this thoughtfully. I'm trying to help you see how to do it carefully, but those muscles around those joints have to work, okay? So here I go, one more time. To the middle with pretty heavy weights. Push my butt back. Come down into a froggy squat. Drop my butt. Hang out down here. 1, hold it. 2, hold it. 3, hold it. 4, hold it. 5, you can do a little pulse. 6, but keep your head above your butt. Stay down there. Stay down there. Keep your knees open, 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 open. Hold it one more time. One more time. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come up. The point is, you should have felt a little burning in your quad. Yes, that's what I'm working for. Okay, take a breath. Now we're gonna rest that. We're gonna bring those weights right here. Okay, remember the hammer curl that we just did? I'm gonna take one and bring it back down. One at a time, because I've raised the weights. Okay, I don't want any problems, right? So here I go, drop my shoulders, take a breath, pull, tap, bring it down. See the stance? I'm not standing up, locking my joints. Drop your shoulders, take a breath, exhale, right there. Now take it up just to the head, bring it down, bring it down. Drop your shoulders, breath, pull. Okay, now we're gonna push right to the top of the head. No further, especially if you picked up heavier weights. Okay, take a breath, drop your shoulders, pull, and then push. Elbows are forward. Bring her down, bring her down. Breath, exhale, pull. You go just to the top of the head, elbow forward, and down and down. Stay with me. Here we go. In to the top of the head. Take a breath. Bring it down. Bring it down. Drop your shoulders. Big breath through the nose. Pull right to the top of the head. Bring it down and bring it down. Okay, back to our froggy squat. See my stance? Step out of it for just a minute. Just step out of it. Step to the side. Take breaks anytime you need to release tension, to take an active rest anytime you need to. Okay? We're gonna do one more mini set. I'm not gonna go all the way to 10 of the froggy squat. Hopefully you have enough weight that's pushing you a little. Go wide, turn your toes out just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Okay? Bring those weights in. Push the butt back. Keep your chin tucked. Come down, down to the heels, to the heels, to the heels. You're hanging out down here. Yeah, get that butt down. And you're holding, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay in the heels. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come up. I know you loved it. I know you did. Put those weights right there for just a second. Open out your hands. If you have your little balance pad that you can step on, do that, but don't go fast. I'm gonna step on my stepping stool here. It's 8 inches versus 2 inches. I'm gonna come like this, tap my thumbs to my shoulders, and come down. Step up, tap my thumbs to my shoulders, and come down. Always have your safety net. If you step up on something and you get a little rocky, be able to grab something, okay? Up, right here, and back down. And up, right here, and back down. And up, right there, and back down. Up, and there, and back down. Then at the tail end, you want to do what's called repeats. Okay, what's a repeat? It's just working that muscle, okay? So I'm gonna come here, stay right there, and come down. Now, don't go so fast that you aren't noticing what you're doing with your knee. Some of you, when you step up, that knee folds in or it wobbles. You don't want to do either. You want to be straight there, hip hinge, push, and back down. Right there, squeeze your butt. Right there, squeeze your butt. And squeeze your butt. And squeeze. Right there, boom. So you squeeze this butt, but you lift right there, and this one gets squeezed as well. Right there. See, it's just a flare out. Take a breath. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. 2 more. Here we go. Squeeze, squeeze. 1 more. Up, squeeze, squeeze. And come back down. Switch. You're gonna go back here. Take a big deep breath. Drop your shoulders. Put your foot right in the middle. You're gonna come up. Watch what you're doing with that knee. You're gonna come down. Now when you come up, you're gonna squeeze. This one, you're gonna just do a little flare. Flare straight to the back and come down. Use your little wall if you need to. Of course, if you can do it without grabbing, do it. Squeeze and squeeze. Back down. Here we go. Up. Squeeze and squeeze. Squeeze this one. Breath. And then when you do your flare out, squeeze that one. So right here, squeeze. Right here, squeeze. Calm down. Breath. Squeeze. Boom. Right there. Couple more. Here we go. Squeeze this one. Now squeeze this one. Come down. 1 more. Here we go. Squeeze. Now squeeze. And come down. Okay? Okay. Back to our little weights. Right here. So this is 12 and 12. So I'm right here. Big deep breath. And I'm going to use myself as my chair. If you want to, you can go ahead and sit down and lean out. But I'm going to be standing and doing it. You can sit and do it. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to hip hinge. I'm going to come down. Put those weights right there in front of me. Grab them. Come up. Pull. And come up. And come back down. Putting it all together now. Push. Up. Pull. And then push. So we've got all the components. Go into the heels. Pull or push, then pull, then push. And come back down. Push, squeeze, pull, and push. Back down. 2 more. Here we go. Push through the heels. Pull through the arms. Push. And back down. 1 more. Push, pull, and push. And back down. Now I'm going to go drop the weight. Okay. Now I'm going to go to a 6 for me. That would be light. You might want to pick up the 3. Perfect. Because we're going to do a little bit more shoulder mobility work. Okay. So I'm going to come right here in front of the chair. Okay. I'm going to sit like that. I'm going to lean in just like that. And now I know I have lots of people in class and everywhere that have shoulder issues. I know it. That's why you don't want to go super heavy. You want to be able to do the full range without injuring your joint. So I'm going to go light here. I'm going to rotate my hands up the backs of my hands. What does that mean? That means I've got to pull my shoulder blades in. Okie dokie. So I'm going to hip hinge. I'm right here, shoulders down. Roll those shoulder blades in and then come back up. And see, I'm keeping them very close to me. I'm keeping my hands close to me. And I want to really work through the shoulder blades right there. Shoulder blades. Pull in. Right there. Pull in. Breath. Keep your chin tucked. Breath. Pull in. Just a couple more. Just a couple more. Stay with me. Drop the shoulders. Breath. Pull in the shoulder blades as you do this rotation out. Okay. Okay. Come back up. So I'm right here. Bring these hands right here. open. Bring them back. Then you bring your hands here. Open. Bring them back. How's your shoulders? Open. Bring them back. When you open, you got to pull those shoulder blades in, and then you're just going to go push, 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 and push. Bring them in and bring them down. And then we're going to go right back to bringing the backs of the hands up over the back. Of course, they're not going to go there, but that's what you're kind of trying to do. You're going to just pull, breath, pull, breath, pull, breath, pull, breath, and pull. Yay. Okay. Now I'm going to bring my hands right here. And I'm going to go up. So you like that. That's it. Palms are down. Drop your shoulders. Open back from the hip. Reach in tucked. Breath. And you just come up. And you don't turn your hand. You come up. I'm not doing this as a straight arm lift. My elbow is very bent. I'm gripping the weight head, the barrel of the weight, and then I come up and I don't turn my hand. I don't turn my hand. Okay, don't let it turn. It's going to want to. Don't let it. And come back. Breath. Here we go. Breath. Now this is a lighter weight. Take a breath. Bring the weights right up here. And then open. And then touch the ear. And then touch the top of the head. And if you're touching the top of the head just over the ear, you have permission to go up. If you cannot touch the side of the head with your elbows open and your ear, then you can't go up. Okay, just go from here to here. Just from here to here. Just from here to here. But if you can't touch your ear, then I don't want you going up. Okay, because it's stressful on your joint in your shoulder because you have a bit of rounded shoulder going on. That's the point. Okay, one last move here. This is lighter weight. I'm going to open back where my shoulders are not resting, but they're touching on the back of the chair. That puts me at an inclined type of a motion. Back, tight tummy. So my tummy is really working, my abdominals. Sit all the way to the front of the chair. Drop your shoulders, open, big breath. You're going to bring those weights right in here to your shoulder and then push up. And push up. Breath and push up. And if you can come down lower to the chest, great. Do that. So we're just giving a push as I stay open. So I'm working my tummy, my neck. I'm working my pectorals, my arms. Push, just two more, just two more, just two more. One more. And come back in. Nice. Okay, put those weights down. Heading in. You're going to get good motion through the hips. We've worked a lot from the very beginning. So I'm going to put that knee down right there. I have my chair, no pad on it. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to put my toes down and I'm going to lean back till I feel it stretching me right there. Yeah. Then before I go to the other side, I'm going to come right here with that same leg and come up, lean back and push down a little bit. This is my hip replace side. I don't push hard, but I feel the stretch, a little gentle stretch. I don't push. Just for motion, range of motion, functionality. Then I'm going to turn, put my knee down, put my shoelaces on the ground, open back, open the whole front of the hip there. Open back. Take a big breath. Hold it back there for 10 counts or 20 counts or 15 counts. Let that stretch. Let that open. Breath, 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 breath. And then come back. Take that same leg. Bring it up across the knee. And just put that elbow in there and push it gently. Not a lot, but you got to keep your rib cage up to do this. Yeah, you can do some ankle rolls right here. Just do a really good ankle roll. Take a big breath, take a big breath, take a big breath, and then come back in and come back. Now, I want you to grab your chair. We're going to hit the hamstrings, okay? So be very mindful of not rolling your back or rounding it. So I'm going to stand up. I'm going to hang on to the chair, and I'm going to try to put my nose right down at my knees. And I'm going to pull the toes up as you're trying to come into your knees. You're only going to hold this position for a few seconds. Then you're going to come up. You're going to push through those heels and come up. And then when you take that first step, I'm telling y'all, that is crucial, that first few steps. Because the warning here on this particular, I'm going to really hit this. I've done this before in some workouts, but when you stand up, you're like this, and you start moving like this because you go, oh, I just have to get going. I'm too stiff. Don't take the first step until and unless you stand fully up, put your hands back here, and release your hips at this point and push your hip bones forward while you drop your shoulders. Just do that for just a few seconds. Now, tighten your tummy, bring your knee up. Bring your knee up for those first few steps after you've done that nice gentle hyperextension. Then instead of getting up and walking like this, you stand all the way up and you can bring that knee up and ambulate much better. Okay. You know it hurt me more than you. Okay, stop recording. I hope it helped.